Hey guys, it's your girl Celia here. I just thought I'd make a random video, so I'll talk a little more about myself and what I'm feeling and so forth. Um, First thing I'm gonna cover is dealing with infertility, dealing with PCOS and stuff like that. It gets pretty hard at times. It's like a lot of people, they don't understand what you're going through. Sometimes they say stuff to you that it gets you pretty emotional. Like for instance, somebody will say to you, "What are you waiting on to have kids? Why don't you have kids?" And duh, if I could, I would have already had. I'm 28. I'll be 29 this year, and it gets pretty annoying at times. There have been times, as I mentioned in previous videos, that I thought I was pregnant, and I don't know if you call them chemical pregnancies or what, but once my doctor, that was my old doctor, said that it was a phantom pregnancy because I was having all the symptoms, vomiting. I started feeling movement, like fetal movements. I was growing, and it's crazy. And then no baby. And I've been through a lot. You ladies really don't know half the story, I guess. But the last time this happened, I was in the hospital for a week, and thinking I was pregnant, and I had high blood pressure, and my doctor sent me to the hospital, and they had me on the ward for a week. They were doing a lot of tests, and they were testing me daily, and nobody knew that I was not pregnant. My tummy was growing. I was sick. No indication at all to 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 show that I wasn't pregnant. And I remember they did this test on me to test my urine for like protein or stuff like that, and they inserted this thing inside me. I think it was in my bladder or something, and it was awful. I couldn't, when I went to the bathroom to pee, like 2 days, um, up to 2 days after the procedure, I was holding back my urine. It was that painful. It felt awful. I was holding back my urine. And at the end of the day, when I went through all of that, I was doing a lot of glucose tests. All my fingers were numb. When I came home, they were burning. They had all these red marks on them because they were testing. And because they were tested so often, they would alternate the fingers. I was receiving these injections that had some pepper stuff in it. I hate injections, and I had to get 2 of these injections per day. Well, everybody did, but it was awful. And at the end of the day, when I went to do my ultrasound and I found out that it was yet another fake pregnancy, for me, this one was the biggest because I went through so much. Um, Braving up, saying that, okay, at the end of the day, I'm going to have my baby in my arms that I've waited for so long, so it's worth it. I'll bear it because I know that I'll have my baby. And to find out at the end of the day that this was yet another fake or another one of my body tricking me, it was awful. It was awful. And I went into a state where I didn't even know where I was then. I got home and at the day of the ultrasound when I found out, I was shocked. My fiance took me to do the ultrasound and he wasn't in the room while the ultrasound was being done, but he was waiting on me outside. And when I came out, I couldn't even say anything to him. I I went blank. I went blank and I just wanted to cry, and I was in the public and I was I was fighting so hard to hold it back. And I don't know how I did it, but there were little tears, but I mean I really wanted to bawl. I couldn't breathe. My throat was numb. I don't know. I just felt like I wanted the earth to open and take me in. And when I got home, as soon as I walked through the door, I just started crying. I just started wailing like a baby. I didn't eat that day, or the other day, or the other day, or the other day. Um, my fiance tried everything to cheer me up. Um, we spoke. Well, he spoke. I was just listening. I was just crying. Um, I'm glad that he's stronger than I am. Um, Maybe it's because men really don't know what you go through. But he was like, baby, just take it easy. You're going to be okay. This is going to happen. Just, just take it easy. I still love you and I'm here for you, and I don't feel um, like you failed or anything like that. He had some very encouraging words, and I guess that's what helped me to get through. But like for 2 weeks, I was crying. I was crying. I cried every day because I could remember him rubbing my tummy and even talking to the baby. And each time I would remember this, I would just go in this state where I was mourning. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't really talked about this much because I don't really know if my friends will understand. Um, most of my friends, they already have kids. There's just one of my friends that doesn't have any baby, and she's not trying to right now. And I just feel that they won't understand because they've never gone through what I'm going through, and there's just not a lot of knowledge about infertility where I'm from. It's just like you have sex, you get pregnant, and that's it. I'm not saying infertility is not um, common here, but it's not talked about that much. Um, you reach a certain age and you don't have a child, they just say you're barren, and they'll even curse you out about it. So it's really hard, really, really hard. With PCOS, you guys know I've had it for 12 years, and obviously you don't ovulate, so you don't get a period on your own. And the facial hair, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's very visible. It's not like a lot, but it's very visible, and if you're standing close to me, you can see it. I'm pretty hairy. Uh, People don't understand. They 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 look at you sometimes, and God knows what they're thinking, but it's not easy to explain to them because they just won't know. They just won't understand what you're talking about. So, apart from making these videos, nobody in my family knows about what I'm going through. So it's just my fiance and I. My mom is a nurse, and to be honest, I really haven't told her much. I told her I'm going through some stuff. She's in America, and she was out of my life for 16 years, and we recently got back in contact and so forth. So she's not really around me where I can sit and talk to her. I would if that were possible, but it's not. And I have this thing about me where sometimes I like to go through things on my own. I mean, everybody can use support and strength. This community has done that for me. And even though you ladies don't know me face to face or know me like that, but I feel when I talk to you ladies, you understand because you're going through the same things or similar things that I'm going through. And you're not going to judge me or some people may say crazy things, but they're not face to face with you. So if they even post a comment on your wall or whatever, you can delete it, and that's that. But when somebody's face to face with you and they're saying crazy stuff like uh, why can't you get pregnant? Why don't you have kids? What are you waiting for? And there are people around me that by the age 23 they have 4 or 5 kids already, and most of them they don't have dads. I have like 5 godkids that I'm not really active in their lives that much right now, but prior to now, I was very active in their lives. I would buy them stuff, be there for them, and so forth. And they had moms that didn't really care. And I'm not trying to bash anybody, but it made me think, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, but it made me think that I know when I become a mom, there are certain things that I'm not going to do. There are certain ways that I'm not going to treat my child. And they say you can say things until it happens to you, but I'm positive because I know how hard I've tried for this. I know how I've waited. It's not easy getting up at 5 in the morning and doing your temperature because I get up at odd times in the morning to use the bathroom, and they say it's best to do so before you get up out of bed. I choose to do it 5 a.m. It's not easy doing OPKs, not understanding not doing all these blood tests. Sorry. And infertility is pretty expensive. And I don't have insurance. So whatever drugs or whatever I buy comes out of my pocket. So I'm not blessed with having insurance and insurance covering a part or whatever. Everything, every single thing down to everything comes out of my pocket. And it's sad. Hold on, lady. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was still recording. I don't want this video to be too long. I'm feeling a lot better now that I've gotten that off my chest, and you ladies probably know a little more about me now. So I'm gonna end this video right here. Thank you, ladies, for listening to me. Thank you for the support. It means a lot to me, more than you'll ever know. I'm really blessed to be a part of a community where you're not judged or in spite of color, class, size, height, age. Everybody, or most of who I've met on in the community, is just so loving and kind, and it really helps. It really helps. Now I'm on cycle day 23. I'm on cycle day 23. So there's not much going on with me. So I'm still in my 2 weeks wait. So fingers crossed something will happen good. And if not, I'll try again. But I'm very hopeful. And thank you, ladies. Now I'm rambling. I love you guys. And keep positive. I have hope. I have faith that this infertility and Pcos thing will be out of my life. And I have my little bundle of joy in my arms pretty soon. Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.